Good day guys, MuscleSamuraiSix here, and today this is part 2 about Beginner's Guide to Duel Links, Yugioh Duel Links, the gameplay. Alright, in this video today I'm going to discuss with you Legendary Duelists. This is part 2, it's all Legendary Duelists. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hello again. Okay, cool. So now we're continuing on our whole beginner guide to Duel Links. Alright, let's discuss characters. Now Legendary Duelists specifically. Alright, so like I said in a prior video, in the previous video, which happened the same day today. I'm just posting this at a different day. I'm just posting these all in one go. Let's discuss Legendary Duelists. I'm gonna, for the purpose of this, I'm gonna swap over to Yugioh. Alright, cool. For guys, I didn't mention this before, but in the previous video I didn't mention it before, but there is a Yugioh GX world, and that will be, you unlock that by just playing summoning 10 warriors, and then you get this, you complete the Jade and Yugioh event, and then you get dual world. You get Duel Links, not Duel Links, you get Yugioh GX world. That's how you complete that, and I didn't mention that in the previous video. Okay, now I'm on the new normal Yugioh world. Alright, now let's get into it. Let's explain this in detail while it loads. Alright, cool. Now let me discuss the Legendary Duels. Alright, we'll start here with your character. Alright, cool. As I said before, now we're going to click on your character. If you want to work on your character, you click on him. Alright, cool. Let's start from the top here. Now you're going to see right here, you're going to see your character, right? I'm using Joey Wheeler. At the bottom here is all my different characters that I unlock. You will unlock these characters, like I said before, from doing different things. Each character has a certain requirement to done. You can either YouTube it, because there's plenty of videos on it, or I'll post a later video just explaining exactly what you need to do. Or you can just go online and they'll tell you. It's pretty simple. Alright, cool. So I chose Joey Wheeler. I unlocked him pretty early in the game, and he's my favorite character throughout Yu-Gi-Oh, so I've been using him a lot. Alright, cool. Okay, right here you see is your level. Now right here is gain a certain amount. You get XP from beating a standard duelist or legendary duelist. You get a certain amount of XP. It's either, if you lose it's 250, if you win it's 500 XP, and that stays the same unless there's a special XP event which allows you to get more XP for beating characters, then it'll be higher. So first off, these are your rewards for each level. As you can see, it tells you what they are. You can click on them, and each one will explain. And each one you get from getting to a certain level. So when you get to level 2, because you start at level 1. So your first update, you'll get your first level up, you'll get 10 gems, and then you'll get your first skill. Every character's first skill, character skill, is on level 3. But I'll explain character skills now. Alright, so these are your rewards. You slowly gain your rewards. They light up in color once you've actually unlocked them. Since she's level 40, and each standard duelist at the moment, legendary duelist at the moment, maxes out at level 40. Now obviously I've gone at level 40. Now you'll see a lot of these cards are very outdated. It's because he was an early released character, early in the game. So now as the game's evolved, these cards become a little less relevant. For example, you'll never find yourself using Rocket Warrior, for example. Alright, now we've explained that. Now let's move on to decks. Alright, these are the current deck. As you'll see here, you'll get these deck boxes, which means it's how much decks he can hold at a certain time. You get 4 for completing up until level 27. You get 4 of them. Now this is how you use drag on here to fast scroll in between them, and then that will decide your deck, and you get to name them. Alright, now I'm going to actually go deep into it now. Now, if you want to select your deck in particular, you click on here. Alright, cool. Now this brings out the whole world of all your duelist characters and all their deck boxes. Alright, cool. Since these are all your characters, this is my Joey one, so these are all my deck boxes. Now, if you want to set a deck, we'll start here. We'll just call it set sales. I called set sales because that was the name of an event that happened 2 weeks ago, but I named it, since it was an event thing only, I named my deck after it. Okay, so this is the deck. This is the cards I have. Now you have two options. You have something called auto deck, which is a deck where it just chooses random cards and makes a deck for you, right? I don't suggest you do that because there's no, you don't know what there's no stability. You don't know what your cards are going to be. So it's going to edit deck. Plus, create auto deck kind of overrides your deck, so you can't have a specific deck because it overrides your deck completely. So you want to avoid that because that's not useful. You won't find yourself using it at all. Okay, right here is the amount of cards you have in the deck. This is your extra deck, means fusions. We don't have synchros yet, we don't have XYZs, and we don't have pendulum just yet. So yeah, so this is how many, these are my cards. And haven't explained the rarities yet, but I'll explain it at a later stage. Alright, so this is how many cards you have in the deck. I've got 20 cards in this deck, and I got extra deck. Now in this game, you can have maximum 40 cards, and you can have minimum 20 cards. Because we play speed duel. This whole game is based on speed dueling. A lot faster paced. And right here, the skills I mentioned before, these are your skills. Now every skill has a certain mean. For example, now each character has their own skill, and they activate their skills throughout the game. You're only allowed one skill at a time, and you can base it on your deck. So for example, one of the skills I started with, increase your starting life points by 1,000 points. Means when you start the duel, the skill instantly activates. Some are auto-activate skills, some are particular skills that you decide when and where and how you want to activate. Now you get to pick them, and you'll get these as you'll unlock these as throughout the game. Some are just drop skills, some are legendary duelist drop skills that you have to drop at a certain time, and some will just unlock skills from leveling up. For example, you'll find that, let me find here, right here. This one is a drop skill, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a drop skill. You get this. This is your first skill you get. Increase your life point, starting life points by 1,000 points. Alright, cool. Now that's that. Now that's it. Now this is, if you don't press this trash button, because this trash button right here, when you click it, it empties out your entire deck, removes your skill, empties out your entire deck, and then you have to start from scratch. Alright, now that's how this top section, and right here is where you get to name your deck. So you click on it, and then you can decide what you want to call your deck. Okay? Cool. Now, these are the cards in the deck. You can scroll. You'll find when you add your fusion card, though, the fusion cards scroll up will appear here. So you won't see it right away. So you have to just scroll down for it. Alright, you can also adjust this depending on how high or low you want. You just need to click and hold here. And that's how it works. Alright, now let's go into your set. Now click here, drop down menu. Now right here, I like to keep mine a little higher. Right here this is your filters. This is how when you're looking for cards, you can specifically look for certain stuff. So if you want just monsters and you just want monster cards, these are all the cards you select. Then if you just want spells, click here, and you can highlight any one that you want, and then it gives you only spells. If I want spells and monsters, I'll click on spells and monsters. And yeah. So you can have all the things you want. You can highlight all of them, or you can highlight one of them. It's up to you. Alright, now let's go into the next step. Now the next part of the thing is now you can go even deeper with filters. Now, if I want a monster, for example, when you open this filter opened, sorry, the thing's a bit laggy. Alright, cool. So with your filters, you get to decide. So if you want, you tick the box. If you want just normal monsters, you can tick it. Okay. And let's say I want fire normal monsters. Cool. And they must be machine type. And you don't have to click on all these options. You can choose one, or you can get super specific. I want them to be level 4. And let's say I want them, since they won't have any effects, I will leave this out. And let's say I want them to be just basic color, because you get glossy, prismatic, and normal basic color. Those are different foils. Now, I will actually not click on the foil just so I can make a point. So I'll click on search. This is the thing that's fits that specification. Alright, something to point out. You have 3 types of finish on your card. Now, right here, this shiny picture right here, this is a prismatic. This is the rarest one you can get. Then you get something called a glossy, which has a little gloss shine across it. You'll see the little gloss down there. That's a gloss shine. And then you get your basic foil, which is no shine, nothing, just very normal, no shine, nothing. Now, it's nothing special, it's just that you get a certain amount of points for playing the card. So if I play a Prismatic, I get 500 points on my point system. Now I explain this point system in a different duel. Okay, this is already going past 10 minutes, so let's keep it short. Alright, cool. Now this is for your monster section. Now if you don't want this anymore, you just click this, it clears up that, and you press OK, and now everything's back to normal. Now another thing about the filter is now you have your spell and traps fall under the same thing. Now it's the same thing, you get to click on which one of these you want, and you decide on your options, and voila. Now keep in mind you can't have monster ones and spell card ones happening at the same time, unfortunately. Your filter has to either be monsters or spell and traps. Alright. Now that, and then this gets even deeper where it lets you choose your text search. Now, this is where you get to type in what card you want or what phrase in the card you're looking for. Right here, when you click down here, this is your how you want your stuff ordered. You want it sorted by newest, type, name, level, and all that stuff. You decide. Alright, that's enough about the decks for now. That explains the character itself, and that explains your character, your Legendary Duelist character itself. Okay? Now that I explained that, let's get to the final part, which is, let's talk about Legendary Duelists that you can verse. Let's discuss the gate. Click on the gate. Okay, so first thing you need to do is click on that gate. Okay, now if you're brand new to the game, you've probably found yourself into this trap where for some reason you have enough points, but you just can't. You've unlocked level 20, for example, but you just can't duel him for some reason. Let me tell you why. Now, for example, first before I do anything, you start with level 10 with each character. When you beat level 10, you get level 20. When you beat level 20, you get level 30. And when you get to level 40, that's that. Alright, now let's discuss what happens here. See these little keys here. You get these keys for beating standard duels and legendary duels. No, just standard duels. Now, you see these blue keys? These blue keys are a requirement. Every one of them stays the same. Now you see this little value on the left. That's how much of the blue keys you need. On the right, there's 15,000 here. That's how many keys I have. That's how many blue keys I have. Then you'll have right here, same thing, but these are specialized keys. Now the blue keys stay the same, because the blue keys are here, but each character has a different color key. And you'll see all these different color keys. These are the requirements you need to verse them. If you meet all these requirements, you'll verse them. Now you'll find you'll require less blue keys and less thingy keys to verse level 30, but your card rewards are a lot less, not as good. And then obviously level 10 requires the bare minimum. Okay, let's discuss, and also let's go into it. Now let's discuss values right here. Right here, My Valentine. Okay, so these are all the cards you can get. To get these super rare cards, you get the values. You get ultra rare, which is really good cards. Super rare, which is still very good card, very good cards. Then you get rare, which is middle cards. They're good, but they're not the best. But they're not OP, but they're not the worst either. Then you get something called normal rarity. They remove the normal rarity when you get to that. They've removed normal rarity from that. But they used to have something called normals, and that's very they still have normals, but they just don't have it with legendary duels. Normals are very average cards. Very average cards. Okay. Now let's get into what happens. So now when you get to 20, your duel rewards change. It becomes there's still these cards here, but all the normals are gone. Then level 30 is the same, but when you get to level 40, it removes all the bad cards, and you just have these are your normals, these are your rares, and you have a higher chance of getting rare cards. Getting super rare cards. You have a higher chance, and when you beat them, you get certain packs. Now when you beat them, you'll get three things. You'll either get coins, you'll get gems, or you'll get booster packs. Now a booster pack is not the same as a booster pack that you can buy. Booster pack is just one of those cards. If you get a golden one, then you'll get either one of these rare ones. If you get a normal silver one, thing is that when you verse level 40, you don't get silver. You either get gold or you get rainbow packs. When you get a rainbow pack is all those super rares or ultras. It could be any one of those, and that's what this is. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut off there. That is Legendary Duelists, and that's characters in a nutshell. That's them real quick. If you have any other questions, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me pull up the Yugioh Summoning Exodia. There we go. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Tell me, comments are always welcome down here. Down in this place down here. It helps me understand which direction to take the channel and what you, ladies and gents, what you want. Because that's what I'm here for, to help you make your guys' game playing a lot easier. Alright, cool. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos in the coming weeks. And yeah, so you'll see some links at the bottom here. Click on those if you find any of those videos that you want. Don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about what I've just discussed, and I'll explain it in detail. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This is MuscleSamuraiSix signing out. Have a good day.